Welcome to a Gamer TV console gaming special. A look back at the biggest console games of 2002. On today's show, the hottest stars and the weirdest stuff from the biggest game shows on the planet. The cream of the gaming crop as we count down our favourite console titles to Game of the Year. And madness in Seville with Microsoft. We look back at 2002's Ultimate Junket.
It's not going to go without me, is it?
First up, a wrap of the year's trade shows. And in 2002, gamers turned out in bigger numbers than ever. Firstly, to E3 in Los Angeles. The Electronic Entertainment Expo is 3 days of gaming madness, where stars like Tony Hawk, Matt Hoffman and Mr. T come out to play.
This is a Mr. Teaspoon. Hey, you ain't looking, man.
I was looking at that.
We got the scoop on titles like Kingdom Hearts, Square's collaboration with Disney for the PS2, and a look at Xbox games like Panzer Dragoon Auto. Gamers were raving about their first look at Super Mario Sunshine and Zelda. And Microsoft made its big announcement about Xbox Live.
Xbox Live is the only fast-action, always-on broadband arena.
Our favourite moment was talking to John Carpenter, director of The Thing, which is now a top-selling game. John confirmed he'd love to make a game from one of his other cult movie hits.
Love to do a Snake Plissken game from Escape from New York.
Europe's answer to E3 is ECTS, and we joined in at Earls Court Stadium in London. It's always been a quieter trade show than E3, but in 2002 it did something different. Sony ran its PlayStation Experience alongside ECTS and let the public come flooding in to see some of its new titles in action. Gamers got a chance to try The Getaway while listening to UK #1 act The Blazing Squad. Also on stage were the PlayStation-sponsored B-Boys. But back in the serious part of ECTS, Splinter Cell took the title for overall best game of the show. And finally, we went to Japan for the biggest event of them all, the Tokyo Game Show. Over 3 days in October, 130,000 people visited 80 exhibitors showing off 500 games, and all helped by the world-famous Booth Babes. The stars of the show were Activision's Sensu 3 game and Blizzard's announcement of a new StarCraft game for consoles. And for the seriously dedicated gamers, there was an area reserved for people who dress up as their favourite game's characters. But in 2002, the games event that was probably the most fun was Microsoft's XO2 in Spain, where we sent roving reporter Aaron Paul.
This is an aeroplane. These are journalists. And we're on our way to Seville. Why? Well, Xbox are putting on an all-expenses-paid extravaganza. And I'm gonna take advantage. Okay, so Xbox have flown a whole load of journalists into the middle of Spain with absolutely no idea what's in store for them. We've got to meet in an hour and go to a secret location, which means I've got about 60 minutes to get in some serious recreational activity. Right, so relaxation over. Now it's dinner time. The secret location in question for what Microsoft are calling XO2 turns out to be a big theme park. Plus, all the rides you can stomach.
Yeah, good, great, thanks, man. Thanks.
But let's not forget why we've been brought here. Xbox have got something to say. So this bloke says something, followed by this bloke, followed by this bloke. Then they announced that a chipmunk with a chainsaw had bought a big company called Rare. And Ed Freeze showed everyone his new baby. Nice. So with all that over and done with, I decided to play a few games, both new and old. And then I was in the mood for dancing.
Do it one more time.
What a mover. Well, let's just say the night continued. And by the next morning, the realisation hit me that I should actually perhaps be doing some work.
Okay,
All right.
are we in? Jay Allard, big man, top man. Some would say the man responsible for the Xbox.
Oh, no.
No?
No, absolutely not. I mean,
What are you responsible for then?
well, maybe I am responsible for Xbox.
Richard Teversham, you're in charge of Xbox marketing Europe-wide?
UK.
UK. Shall I tell you how good the Xbox is?
How good?
My house was broken into last week, and you know what they stole?
What did they steal?
They didn't steal the Xbox.
What did
They did, actually. I'm joking. They stole my Xbox.
Well, I'll get you another one.
Yeah, well, did you hear that? That's a good barometer, do you not think?
It is.
Because if there's a market for it out there, in the criminal underground kind of sector.
We've definitely broken through now.
Well, they know that they can sell it, even if
Oh,
it's just for
definitely.
a £5. Just a guy on Brick Lane. That's great.
Eating curries.
Yeah. And the whole idea about coming to Seville to a theme park is play more.
Well,
Important.
Play More is kind of the corporate theme. That's our message around Xbox in Europe.
Yeah, see more, hear more, feel more, play more.
Steal more. Okay, well, look, I'm being told this a lot.
Okay.
So,
I know this too.
so well done.
It's a pleasure. Enjoy your stay in
Jay,
Seville.
thanks so much. I'm being bitten now. Do you know that?
Bitten with the Xbox
Oh,
bug.
Well, I don't think so, Jay. But it was time to go home.
It's not gonna go without me, is it?
It's been an expensive couple of days for Xbox, but will it actually pay off with some decent sales figures? Who knows? But at least I got my duty free.
Brilliant.
This portion of G4 TV has been brought to you by Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
When does fantasy begin? When does reality end? .hack. Is it just a game, or something far more dangerous? .hack Part 1, game and DVD for PlayStation 2 from Bandai, rated T for teen.
Excuse me. That's a unique bracelet.
Can you see it?
Yes, of course. Do you mean to say you can't see this nice bracelet?
You take your play seriously, you get to EB Games.
You guys have a great selection.
Here at EB, you can play a game before you buy it. Trade in old games or save big with great pre-owned prices.
You can trade in your games, you get store credit.
Get what you want. Visit us at ebgames.com. Win your choice of game system, 4 free games, and $100 accessories. To enter, call 1-888-321-4474 now. 1-888-321-4474. 321-4474 now.
Allen shoots. Ray Allen. Mercer with lots of room. Anthony goes up. Johnson grabs it. Allen quickly advances it up court. Did you see how high he got?
Down, he set it off.
Time now to start our countdown of the 5 console games we loved most in 2002. So let's kick off with number 5. In 5th place, it's Konami's Pro Evolution Soccer 2, or as it's known in Japan, Winning 11-6. Okay, so it's a sequel, and there weren't massive changes from the first Pro Evolution game, but we think this title is still one of the best, maybe the best sports title around. All the international teams are available, and the respective players are modelled so well, you can recognise them from a distance. And the other nod to realism in this game is how difficult it is. Don't expect to get a dozen goals per match. You'll need to carefully build your plays and wait for the right moment to break, just like in the real thing. Plus, you'll find that if you try and sprint all the time, you get tired. Or if you play too many long balls, you'll get caught offside more. So yes, all that means you have to work at it. But when you do, we recommend doing it with a friend. As 2-player games go, this is one of the best on the planet.
The fight for survival has begun.
In at number 4 is, wait for it, another sequel, the magnificent Time Splitters 2.
Okay, move out!
As a general rule, we're a bit suspicious of sequels, but in this case, bring it on. TS2 is from some of the team that brought us GoldenEye, and the occasional level looks like it was designed to be a tribute to the Bond game. And just like GoldenEye, this is a game that we think any first-person shooter fan would be crazy to miss. The story is that time-travelling aliens are out to destroy humanity, and naturally, you're the only one who can stop them. In the UK, 2002 was also the year of the Mad Ad campaign, and saw this man become a very minor celebrity when he agreed to change his name to promote a video game.
Hi, my name is Andy, but my friends call me Turok.
Yes, indeed. Proof that some people just can't do enough for a good advertising campaign.
For the campaign to launch Turok Evolution, Frank PR used something called identity marketing. Identity marketing was a concept whereby people were asked to change their name by deed poll, so they effectively became living, talking, walking, breathing advertisements for a brand or a company.
For changing my name to Turok, I received £500, an Xbox and the Turok Evolution game.
Within a matter of days, we had over 6,000 applications from people who wanted to change their name and become known as Turok for a year.
But Acclaim didn't stop with changing people's names. The campaign for Shadow Man 2 was much darker.
The concept that we came up with to launch the game was something called deadvertising, And what we did was offer relatives of the recently deceased the opportunity to have their burials paid for by placing small advertising plaques on the gravestones of those that had passed away.
Looks like it'll soon be daybreak.
I think it's really perhaps an insult to the deceased and to the family to suggest they should have such a kind of sponsorship for the grave.
I think people realised it was a tongue-in-cheek, humorous and unique way to launch a computer game.
And hey, if it offends a few people along the way, it still generated huge media interest for Acclaim, just like the Turok campaign did.
I enjoy being Turok. The campaign's hurt no one. It's been good fun for me. It's been good fun for everyone that I know. And yeah, Turok is a name. That's very cool indeed. I'll stick with it for a good while.
After a great start in the States in 2001, the Xbox threw itself at the European and Japanese markets. It went into Japan in February, and then 16 European countries in March. Launch titles for Europe included Halo and Munch's Odyssey.
And they live in the temples.
Not to be outdone, Nintendo brought its GameCube to Europe in May, with a clubbing night that was clearly aiming its cube at a more mature audience. All the major console makers found themselves fighting court battles over copyright in 2002. Firstly, Sony lost out in Australia. A federal court judge there determined that PlayStation consoles don't have a copyright protection measure installed, and as a result, he decided that mod chips weren't illegal. Naturally, Sony wasn't too pleased, and neither was Microsoft, which made some noises about maybe not selling the box there. But the big console boys had much more luck with Lixang, the Hong Kong-based retailer which used to sell mod chips. The company went offline as a result, but is now back and not selling chips anymore. And finally, 2002 was a great year for Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. First of all, the gaming star got a new look with 5,000 rather than 500 polygons. Then she became the first video game character to get her own agent when she was signed to Creative Artists Agency in Hollywood. And it was a sweet year for another gaming star. Tony Hawk is now signed up till 2015 to continue fronting video games for Activision. There was no clue about how much the deal was worth to Tony, but his Pro Skater series has sold $500 million worth worldwide so far. Time to get back to our console gaming countdown now. At 5 it was Pro Evolution Soccer 2 and Time Splitters 2 was in 4th place.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this now. Call for evac, buddy.
Next, we're giving the 3rd spot to a game that put up a hard fight to be higher up our list. Halo Combat Evolved is a beautiful thing. And yes, it's been out in some territories for just over a year, but we love it so much we just had to include it here.
A Covenant is making a run for that stationary gun. Take him out.
In Microsoft's award-winning title, you battle as a tooled-up cyborg marine to save the human race from alien menace, the Covenant.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
There are 10 levels and plenty of good solid story development. Plus, we like the good range of weapons from your pistol to alien needlers. Technically, Halo is a stunner. The graphics are excellent and the sound is great.
Bowhammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers.
The only time you'll want to turn it down is in later levels when you meet a character called the Monitor. We can't wait for Halo 2 later in 2003. Now on to something that's a million miles away from a first-person shooting gorefest. Our number 2 favourite console game for 2002 is the lovely Super Mario Sunshine. It's the platform game from Nintendo that's guaranteed to make you smile. The mustachioed plumber is on a mission to clean up a tropical paradise that's been drenched in graffiti. And he's doing it with a talking water cannon on his back. That gives him advice, allows him to fly, kill and clean. Very handy. This game is all about adventure, so you'll find yourself chatting to the locals for hints, warping to strange new worlds, and spraying water at everything that moves. If you were going to pick a fault, it would be that the bright and cheerful graphics aren't much more advanced than on the N64. But clearly that hasn't stopped gamers grabbing Mario in their droves. The Sunshine title sold almost 200,000 copies in Europe in its first weekend, and 350,000 copies in the first 10 days in the States.
Beneath the surface of the Earth.
I'm getting a seismic reading.
A secret government weapon is out of control. On March 28th, the only way to stop the unthinkable
Every volcano on the planet will blow. There'll be earthquakes big enough to rip us to pieces.
is to try the impossible.
Our mission is to go to the center of the planet, find this weapon, and destroy it.
We're going in.
The Core, rated PG-13, March 28th, in theaters everywhere.
Honey, have you seen my lean pockets?
Lean pockets? Really crispy. Now with a tastier, crispier crust. Still only 7 grams of fat.
No, dear, I haven't seen your lean pockets anywhere.
Really?
Lean Pockets brand new, tastier, crispier crust.
If you take your play seriously, you can get to EB Games.
You guys have great selection.
Here at EB, you can play a game before you buy it. Trade in old games or save big with great pre-owned prices.
You can trade in your games, get store credit.
Get what you want. Visit us at ebgames.com. Win your choice of game system, 4 free games, and $100 accessories. To enter, call 1-888-321-4474 now. 1-888-321-4474 now.
Your favorite video game of all time?
Bushido Blade.
And you got a favorite video game character of all time?
Super Metroid, man. When she dies, you can see her butt naked.
The right fielder to third base. Batting seventh, Nick Johnson. 2 outs and a runner on second.
60. Nick Johnson.
The right fielder throwing home. Yankees add another run.
This isn't an easy thing for me to say, so I'm just gonna say it. I've talked it over with Wood Elf and Tiger Woman, and we're going with another cleric. Sorry, Padre.
Good luck finding health potions.
We're nearly at number 1, but before we get there, we want to introduce you to one of the stars of 2002, a man with a voice that will take you to a dark, dark place.
Hi, gamers. My name is Red Pepper, the voice of Mike Loire, better known as Shadow Man. I actually got into doing voiceover work purely by accident. I used to be a London Underground train driver, believe it or not. And one day I had to make an announcement on the train. And it just so happened that the chief director of a television station was on the train at the time. And he came running down the platform, tapped on the cab window and said, "What are you doing driving a train with a voice like that?" He asked me to come in for an audition. I read the script, started off with something like, "In a world, imagine, blah, 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 blah." He loved it, offered me a nice contract. Bob's your uncle. My life was changed.
I can live with that.
That's cool. Red. That's cool.
That's cool. I've been scripted for many games, but I remember one especially, Shadow Man. I am the Lord of Deadside. I felt like I really wanted to get into character because I read all the Marvel comics and stuff like that, and I knew of Shadow Man, so it was like, wow, I am going to be Shadow Man. Looks like it'll soon be daybreak. I scare a lot of people, I gotta tell you. I wonder if there are any gravestones around here. You have any wine gums? My favorite. 40 pence? Thank you. Live long. Whilst I was a tube driver, I hated it. And I think something to do with being in deep tunnels for a long time had something to do with that. Usually, go into a studio, record for about 8 hours, solid. Maybe I might get a drink in between. After your voice is totally shot from doing all the big, ballsy characters, then they ask you to do the dying sequences. When it's out on the Xbox or PlayStation or whatever it's on, and you have it in your home playing it, and it's like, I did that. I'm looking for a graveyard. I am somewhere in Lifeside. Hello? Hello? Oh. The animation is superb. I mean, you got so many cartoon characters made by computers. You got so many games, all computerized. And it's opened a door for actors like myself to actually get in there and actually really, really act with your voice. Nothing's here. Where's Nettie? Oh, if only I knew my way around this place. Oh, man, I love my job. I love my job.
Now, before we look at the console game we like best from 2002, it's time to remember the one we like least. No, it's not Spider-Man the movie, though that deserves a mention for its very annoying camera control. And no, it's not Bloodwake, despite it just being plain bad.
Any person who attains complete mastery reveals their presence of mind in every action.
In fact, this year's Lemon is Bruce Lee. This isn't the first fighting game dedicated to the martial arts legend, but it sure is the most disappointing.
Of those who cannot fight, our future lies in your hands.
Crowds of people packed the Vivendi stand at E3 in May to watch the lovely cutscenes and promising in-game graphics. But great visuals does not mean a great game. And when the reviewers eagerly slotted the game into their Xboxes, disappointment hit them harder than Bruce's famous one-inch punch.
And me.
They've stolen the relic and abducted your father.
Controls are fiddly, making Bruce as coordinated as a drunken tramp. The game is a thinly veiled 2D side-scrolling affair that would have attracted fair reviews had it been released 10 years ago. The best fun you can have with this game is to take the disc and see if it'll fly like one of Bruce's throwing stars. Utter rubbish. But let's leave the bad behind and reveal our number one, our favourite console game of 2002. It's big, it's brash, it's kitsch, and it's cool. Congratulations to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, our favourite console game of 2002. And we know we're not alone. With the game selling out all over the place since its release, you obviously liked it too. Vice City runs a compelling narrative set in the pastel-suited, big-haired, hard-living world of 1986. Plus, for your listening pleasure, there's the truly wicked 80s soundtrack to match. You play as newly freed gangster and bad boy Tommy Vercetti. Like the rest of the GTA series, you're required to rip round Vice City, killing, maiming and getting down to your violent business. But this time round, the mission length is longer. There are more cars, more weapons and different vehicles to choose from. The non-linear play is arguably one of the best features. You can choose to forget about the missions and spend your time simply attacking anyone who comes near you. GTA Vice City is the only reason you need to buy a PS2. It well deserves to be our console game of the year. So what a year it was for console gamers. That's it from us with our 2002 special. We'll see you next time with more gaming news, reviews, and everything else.